If you don't care to hear the answer, please don't bother asking the question. Greetings. My name is Joseph Yagar. Welcome to another Life in Perspective broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can optimize your perspective on life. Until I arrived in New York in 1987, it never dawned on me that when someone asked, "How you doing?" they weren't actually expecting an answer, nor cared how you're actually doing. So as I was brought up, I would answer the question, and then, to be polite, I would reciprocate by asking the question back. 9 out of 10 times, I would get no acknowledgement for my answer, and by the time I reciprocated, the other person would be way gone. Or if they did bother to answer, I would get a half-ass answer like good, or great thanks. Eventually, I realized that in the city that never sleeps, most everyone is too busy being busy to care. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. It's free and would be much appreciated. You may also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our society has become so cynical. In my opinion, one of the following two things drive the majority of people: looking good or avoiding looking bad. Everything else takes a back seat. If someone is doing well and is feeling good, they may entertain a polite exchange, not because they care any more than they did before, but rather to let you know how well they're doing looking good. Or pretend to show pity at your less fortunate luck. Avoid looking bad. As an immigrant who has lived in multiple civilized societies with histories and traditions far richer than ours, I still, even after 30 plus years in this beautiful country, find this interaction phenomenon odd and unbecoming. I highly admire directness and transparency. It lets me know where I stand with someone, and I grant the same respect to those I interact with. I have no issue with someone not asking me how I'm doing. If they are not interested in how I am doing, I'd rather they didn't ask. I would find that honest rather than rude, and it would give me more of an incentive to listen to them because they get to the point and are likely to welcome my direct and transparent response in kind. No time wasted on false pretense. How many telemarketers call you each day? Now tell me, who trains these people? "Hello, Mr. Yagar," or worse, call me by my first name like you know me. "How are you today?" How am I? You have no idea who I am, and all you want is to pitch me something and make a sale. You couldn't care less about how I am, yet you insult me by asking me, and you wonder why I roll my eyes and hang up the phone? Thank goodness for robocalls. At least the robots don't ask me how I am and get straight to the point. With robotics and artificial intelligence increasingly replacing the human workforce, face-to-face interaction is becoming nostalgic. With the millennials growing into and future generations being born with digital appendages, social skills are becoming harder to develop and may be made redundant altogether. For now, video conferencing is holding the human-to-human interaction together by bridging distances and in keeping with the ever-increasing speed of life. Over the next couple of decades, the vast majority of human-to-human communication will be found away from the corporate landscape as product and services will become automated and more cost-efficient. How we are will matter less and less. As much as some may fear the fact that robots driven by artificial intelligence will take over the world, there is something in the meantime we can learn from their programming. They don't pretend to care, and we don't expect them to. In my opinion, they are programmed to reflect the true state of what our humanity is becoming. So, if you truly care, make it known and show it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. But please, stop acting like you give a damn. Please let me know what topics you would like my perspective on in the chat box below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.